It's VTV Game Day Live, and it's happening now. Stay tuned for the next hour for more fun and excitement. It's VTV Game Day Live on Viking Television.
Gentlemen, it's VTV Game Day. I'm Kenneth Powell, joined here with Wyatt Shipman and John Russell. We've got a great atmosphere working out here tonight. The fans are behind us providing great energy, as you can see, and we're providing things for them as well. We've got free t-shirts out here tonight and food, as we are sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza and Bly's Athletics. And for the fans behind us here tonight, we have our best sign competition. Winner of best sign on the day is going to be provided with a free dinner for 4 at a restaurant of their choice. Wyatt, how are you feeling about the atmosphere today?
Kenneth, the atmosphere is great, as it always is when there's a home game here at HF. I mean, it's a beautiful night for football. The weather cleared up just for this VTV Game Day. Obviously, like you said, we have the fans behind us with the signs. It's neon night here, the neon shirts for everybody. It's going to be a great game, the Vikings versus the Warriors.
Absolutely, absolutely. John?
Like you guys said, I'm happy that the weather permitted for us to have this. It seemed like everything lines up perfectly for us to hold these events, especially game day and youth night as well at the end. So we should be expecting the whole Homewood Flossmoor community to be coming out and supporting our team, supporting the band, supporting the cheerleaders from Parker and James Hart. Everyone's here. Everyone's going to enjoy this celebrations together. So I think it's going to be a great day.
Absolutely, absolutely. As you were saying, John, this is youth night here on the night, so there will be cheerleaders, POMS performers, and band performers here from James Hart and Parker Junior High School, and they're going to be out there performing tonight with our very own POMS band and cheerleaders. So it should be fun for the kids out here tonight as well. Later today, though, we will be speaking with head coach Coach Biggio on the day and how he's feeling about his Vikings. I know that he's turned this program around. He's been doing great things, and they've been holding the Alec Anderson trophy. They kept that at home on Kedzie here last week. We'll speak more about that later with the athletic director, Dan Vosnos, and we'll also be bringing in head drum major Taylor Tomlin, as well as band director Sarah Whitlock. And to close it all off for you here, we'll be bringing in Anthony Cruz, a volleyball coach here at Homewood Flossmoor High School, and one of his very own players. So it will be a packed game day here for you here today, folks. So stay tuned in for the hour, and we'll bring you right back after these commercials.
Everyone's a winner when they shop at Nissan at South Holland. Need a new car? $250 down, and all types of income are accepted at 94 Nissan today. And buy a car from me, Duro, and part of the proceeds go back to HF High School. So just mention HF when you come in and see me. It's time to play ball at 94 Nissan.
CrossFit Chicago Heights provides workout sessions at a high intensity to develop all kinds of strength and agility. Workouts consist of small groups or individual lessons run by trained fitness professionals. Come sign up now at CrossFit Chicago Heights.
We try to spread joy with our product, with our location, with our staff members. Like I said, we are trying to build a happy place. Everyone deserves a happy place, and we just want to be that for our community residents.
Located on South Bennett in Chicago, the Mayfair Academy of Fine Arts is a school for the performing arts. Mayfair offers dance classes taught by professionals in ballet, tap, hip-hop, combination, and contemporary dances for boys and girls.
Welcome back to VTV Game Day here at Homewood Flossmoor High School, sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza and Bly's Athletics. Last week, we saw the Vikings take on Bolingbrook High School on the road, and they shut them out 0-29. The Vikings defense performing very well last week, as they have shown this entire season, and we are not expecting anything differently this week. keeping the Alec Anderson trophy on Kedzie last week. Wyatt, how did you feel about that performance?
I mean, Kenneth, you said it. I mean, it was all about the defense. They went in there right away and they shut them down. Bolingbrook is a team that has two very good running backs, and they weren't able to get over 100 yards of production the entire game, which is something you don't really see in high school football a lot. But when you have a defense that HF has, as talented as they are, that's something that you can become accustomed to, and I definitely think the Vikings are going to be doing that for the rest of the year.
Absolutely. Dominant defense here at home with Flossmoor High School. Players like Isaiah Cole, Charlie Brooks, I mean, these guys are coming in and getting sacks regularly. Xavier McKinney, they're coming in, they're coming down, they're doing their jobs, and they're playing hard, and it shows when you have games like you had last week. John, how did you feel?
As you guys were saying, I know this game had a lot of significance to the Vikings here. I know the quarterback at Bolingbrook, Devin Suggs, used to be a quarterback here for the HF Vikings, now moved over to Bolingbrook. There was a lot of response out of him playing. They said he played well. They said he had a couple of problems with his team beforehand, but that's besides the point. The Kedzie Crazies were on the field right with the Vikings. They're on the road right with them to support them, to show them out. And we're just happy to see who could be the better one in this incident, and Vikings came through.
Absolutely a dominant performance once again, 29-0 on the road. Our Vikings, we've got the highlights for you here, and we're going to play them back right now. Watch closely. Once again, a great performance there from the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings last week against Bolingbrook, 29-0 shutout on the road. We'll be back with their head coach, Craig Biggio, right after these quick commercials.
Discover your future at Prairie State College. You'll find great faculty, affordable tuition, and flexible scheduling. With a variety of degree and certificate options, it's easy to discover the career of your dreams. The best part? We're right down the street. Register today at prairiestate.edu.
At Proven IT, we dedicate ourselves to helping our customers succeed. That's why we're the official business systems provider of the Chicago Bears, transforming workplace productivity.
Located in Chicago Heights, Supreme Clientele Barber and Beauty Salon creates a friendly, carefree environment to get a quality haircut. No matter what type of hair you have, with awards and 5-star reviews, Supreme Clientele is the place to get your hair cut, colored, and styled.
Located in the heart of downtown Chicago, the University of Illinois in Chicago is known for its beautiful and its extensive programs of study. UIC is a vital part of the educational, technological, and cultural fabric of the region.
Oh, well, welcome back to VTV Game Day. We're joined here with Coach Craig Biggio, head coach for the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings. Coach, how are you feeling here tonight?
Feeling good. I appreciate you guys coming. This is awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've been working tirelessly for the last week here to put together this great atmosphere. You can see we've got the fans here behind us, your very own Kedzie Crazies. They're out here with the signs, lots of things going on here tonight with them. But we want to speak to you about how you feel about your very own team and what you're looking for them out of them this week.
Well, you know, this is certainly going to be our toughest test of the year. We're playing a team that is very, very good. They're ranked number 10 in 7A right now, and they present a much different challenge that we've had the last 3 weeks in that they're a very, very physical football team. They run downhill, very disciplined. You know, it's going to be a great contest and one that we're going to have to play very well to win.
Absolutely. Last week at Bolingbrook, we saw you all had a shutout against the Raiders, and we were looking and seeing if you all could potentially have that same sort of success defensively again tonight.
Well, we'd have to play very well. Our defense has played very well. They haven't given up at a point in 10 quarters right now, so they got a nice streak going. They like to keep it, but like I said, these guys are certainly a whole different animal than what we're used to. They're going to run it downhill. They're going to be very, very physical. And they got a nice passing game, so our defense is going to really have to shine today in order to keep us in the game.
Yeah, and the defense has played great all season, Coach Buzz, but also the offense, specifically running back Leon Tana. He had a great performance last week, as well as the offensive line. And, you know, towards the beginning of the season, like the first game against Michigan City, offensive line looked a little spotty. What have you guys changed so far since that first game of the year?
I don't think we've changed anything. We replaced, you know, a couple guys and moved some guys around, but I think that first game, number one, we were going against a heck of a defense, and number two, we had 4 guys on that offensive line that had never took a varsity snap before, and you know, they had to grow up in a hurry, and that was a game that sort of we started off pretty well, and then before you know it, some momentum changed, and we had to really pull out to win. But you know, offensive line wise, I thought was pretty dominant last week. You know, we're starting to get to where they need to be, and we'll see. And Leon did have a great night, but you know, he'd be the first to tell you it starts up front.
Absolutely. I think last week, all-around great performance from everybody on the team. Just very stout. You guys have been working hard. What is the game plan really looking like for tonight? What have you guys been practicing all week?
Well, and again, it's they have the ability to you know, grind the clock out and limit your possessions. I think that's what they'll try to do. And you know, we have to get off the field on third down as a defense, and offense we just have to keep on doing what we're doing and what we've been doing, and not turn the ball over and control the ball on the ground and then take our shots when we get a chance.
Absolutely. So, Coach Biggio, just quick overview for us here tonight. Are you looking for anything special out of any particular players, anything as a whole here tonight that we haven't seen before that we should be looking out for?
Not really. We're just looking for a great team effort, and that's what we've based everything on, and from here on out, that's what it has to be. You know, we don't have maybe as many stars as you know, quote unquote, that we've had that people know about, but we have really good football players. But be successful, these guys got to play together as a team, and that's what we're expecting tonight as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Thanks for coming on.
All right, have a good broadcast.
Thank you.
All right, that has been head coach Craig Biggio of the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings. And we'll take a look at the cheerleaders really quickly. Coming in here with the youngins for youth night.
Look, great atmosphere here tonight, as always, especially on youth night.
And right when we get back here, we'll be speaking to the athletic director, Dan Vosnos. You can be expecting that after these commercials.
Located in the heart of downtown Chicago, the University of Illinois in Chicago is known for its beautiful and its extensive programs of study. UIC is a vital part of the educational, technological, and cultural fabric of
CrossFit Chicago Heights provides workout sessions at a high intensity to develop all kinds of strength and agility. Workouts consist of small groups or individual lessons run by trained fitness professionals. Come sign up now at CrossFit Chicago Heights.
Hello and welcome back to VTV Game Day. We have Athletic Director Dan Vosnos here with the one and only Alec Anderson trophy. And Mr. Vosnos, what does that, bringing that trophy back here for the second year in a row, keeping it on Kedzie, what does that mean to you and the program?
Well, it means a heck of a lot to myself personally. I knew Alec. I had a fortune enough to work with Alec at Evanston High School prior to him going to Bolingbrook. So I've known Alec for many years, and it was it's big shoes to fill here after Alec unfortunately passed away a few years ago. So I know our football program is very proud. Coach Biggio and Alec were very tight as well. I think it just speaks volumes to the type of program we have just to keep this trophy on Kedzie.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's always a great atmosphere when both teams, the Bolingbrook and HF, go up and play against each other, and it's always a great atmosphere here at home when there's home games. So how do you feel about that tonight?
No, I love the environment. I love the atmosphere here. We got great student section, outstanding students across the board. We got our cheerleaders. It's youth night, so a lot of the community's out. Not only just the kids, but their parents. So there's no better place to be on a Friday night than Flossmoor.
Absolutely.
So how do you feel about the game tonight? You know that the home and Flossmoor Vikings versus Lincoln Way West. How do you feel about the game tonight?
You can't overlook any opponent. Your toughest game is always your next game. Coming off the high of last week with the Bolingbrook victory, I know our work's cut out for us. Lincoln Way West is one of the top teams in 7A. They always prove to be tough. Last year was a close game, so we got our work cut out for us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've done a great job as the athletic director here at HF. We have the volleyball coach, Mr. Cruz, coming on later tonight. The volleyball team has been great, and we're going to take another look here at the Alec Anderson trophy. Great sight there to bring it back. We have a video of the Alec Anderson trophy. Let's go take a look at that.
With this week's matchup against Bolingbrook, a lot is at stake. Of course, there's the bragging rights against rival Raiders. There's also the fact that both teams are undefeated in the conference, and this is an important game. But this game has even more meaning for both teams at a much deeper level. The winner of tonight's game will receive the Alec Anderson trophy. The tradition started in 2013 after the tragic death of HF Athletic Director Alec Anderson. Anderson had been the AD at Bolingbrook for years before he came to HF in 2013. After his death, both schools decided the trophy would be a great way to remember a great man who did a lot for both schools.
Well, first and foremost, it's to remember a great guy that was both at Bolingbrook and then our place as athletic director. So I think that's first and foremost what it really means and what it signifies. And then the game itself, obviously, when Mr. Anderson passed away, we decided to have a game between the two of us, and it would really be dedicated in his memory. And it's been a great rivalry, and it's just been strengthened because of the trophy, and it means an awful lot if you can keep it and win it and then keep it from year to year. So we've both had possession of it, and the last couple of years we've had it, and we certainly want to keep it this way.
For the past 5 years, the two teams have honored Anderson before each game they play against each other. Anderson's daughter, Serena, along with other family members, participate in the game by doing the coin flip with the team. They also award the winning team with a big trophy.
It makes me feel great. It makes me feel like we're not just playing to play. We're playing for something, because most games are like meaningless, but this game got a purpose behind it.
The trophy, it was a blessing because, he was the athletic director for both schools and all. And so we just want to always come out on top of the rivalry and prove we're the best in the South Suburbs and the whole conference.
The trophy gets to stay with the winner for the next school year, adding a little more incentive for the two teams to win the game against each other.
We taking the trophy home. Come on now. We done took the trophy home, 2-3 years in a row? They're not going to take it from us.
And that's exactly what the Vikings did last Friday as they beat the Raiders 29-0 and brought the trophy back to Kedzie.
Means a great deal, and it was a great man. We've played for this trophy, and we've kept for a couple years, and for us to come over at their place and do what we did and sustain it, keep the trophy, it's awesome. And we had a little saying this week: keep it on Kedzie, and that's where it's going back to.
Starting running back Leon Tanner had an amazing night, racking in 263 yards, scoring all but one touchdown to secure the trophy.
It was always going to stay in Homewood. It's always going to stay in Homewood. Ain't nobody taking that trophy for us. Bolingbrook not taking that trophy. That's ours, and it's here to stay.
For one more year, the coveted trophy will stay in the hands of the Vikings. and the memory of Alec Anderson will continue to live on.
All right, guys, we've got lots of sponsors out here. Everyone, we're excited. We got Kedzie Crazies. We are #1. Lincoln Way North over Lincoln Way West. Checked into the mental hospital for being Kedzie Crazy. Let's see what else we got. We are the greatest in history, so push on to victory. Your mom called. You left your home. Lincoln Way Week. Guys, we've got excitement out here, and it's all coming up next. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching Viking Television.
A special thanks to our Viking Broadcasting Company's gold sponsors, Orthodontics Associates in Flossmoor, Forever Yogurt in Cherry Creek Shopping Center, Upsa Daisy Boutique in downtown Homewood, Fred Cheney Coaching Experience, Brian Peterson LJW Realty, and Team Mac.
We try to spread joy with our product, with our location, with our staff members. You know, like I said, we are trying to build a happy place. Everyone deserves a happy place, and we just want to be that for our community residents.
Welcome back to VTV Game Day. We're here with the student section leader, James Steiner. We can see we've got the Kedzie Crazies behind us doing what they do best, being crazy. Here we go. James Steiner, what are we looking for out of the Kedzie Crazies tonight?
Hey, we got a big game today. We're all super hype, as you can see, and we've got a lot of surprises coming in for you guys today. As you can see, the last game, we had the speaker, we had baby powder and everything, so everyone's super hype about the neon today, so I think we're going to go super crazy, and we're going to get our team a win today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell me more about that thought process going in there. You guys have baby powder, silly string, you had a speaker out there, everything. You guys have just been going crazy, and I have really been for that energy. That's been great. And tell me just about your thought process with that.
Well, this year, you know, we're trying to unify all the grades this year. Like last year, you know, it wasn't as good. This year, we've got all the grades together. Everyone's doing. We want to be the biggest and craziest senior group of this year. So we've got a bunch of stuff. We want it to be as crazy as we can. And without us, I don't think the team can win. So we're trying to be as crazy as we can.
Absolutely, absolutely. You all have been going back and forth with the speaker and the staff and everything with that. And so I know you guys have had a struggle with that, but you guys have been trying to come to an agreement. Can you talk to me about that and how you guys have been working with that?
Yeah, the staff has been really good at like cooperating with us by with getting the speaker with us or not, and it's been pretty tough. But we've had Dr. Anderson's been really nice to us about it, so I think we're going to get it back eventually for halftime and stuff. So eventually we're going to get it back, and it'll work out, but it's been really fun, so thank you.
Right, good, good. Is there any standout members of the Kedzie Crazies here that you feel like behind us here have really been showing great energy?
I got you. Well, the whole senior class been great, but I got to call a couple of my boys. We got Judah's going crazy. We got my boy Winston. Look at this guy. He's up here. Judah's crazy. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Judah's crazy. Yeah. The whole senior class, Jalen, Josh, Aq, everyone's going nuts. Without them, man, we couldn't be the Kedzie Crazy. So.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. Absolutely, absolutely. We got people out here with the signs. Everyone's showing out here.
Yeah.
We're real loud, we're yelling. Are you guys going to carry that energy, maybe even make it larger once you guys get over there in the student section?
Oh,
the game's going on.
It's going to be huge. Like you can see, we got decent crowd right here, but it's going to be huge at the stadium. I think like all grades, all people are going to be here. It's going to be one of the biggest games yet, and we're going to be so crazy. It's going to be nuts.
Absolutely. It's youth night here tonight. Are you guys doing anything special for that?
I think we're just going to, while the youth is like the performing all the halftime, we're going to be super cooperative. We're going to be really nice to them. We're going to cheer as loud as we can for them. We love the youth.
Absolutely, absolutely. The Kedzie Crazies are here for the kids.
Yes.
Absolutely. We did a nice piece on the kids here for youth night. Let's take a look at that.
The Kedzie Crazies have been going absolutely bonkers this year, and it's the most hyped season in history. Between the baby powder, speaker, chants, the Kedzie Crazies put on a show every Friday.
You know, I think that just this year is just doing more than anyone has ever done. I mean, we got the speaker, there's a lot of baby powder and silly strings, so, I mean, there's just a lot more going on. In past years, it's just been cheers, but this year's got a lot more, so I think it's a little more exciting and a little more fun than in past years.
This year, I think it's the best year that HF ever had in student section history. Based off the crowd's performance and all the acts we had in it, it's amazing.
There's been a lot to cheer about in the student section, with the Vikings starting off 4-0. In fact, the fans have even been traveling to away games, filling up the bleachers like they did last week at Bolingbrook.
Well, I think that this year, the student section is just going to be huge. And in years past, it's always been an HF crowd, but I think that this year is away. So I think the past 2 years, I think it's been a home game, but this year it's an away game, and I anticipate a huge crowd, which is, away games are usually smaller, but with Bolingbrook, it's a big rival game, so I think the crowd is going to be huge, and it's going to be big.
We plan to make it as colorful as possible. We plan to keep music, but respectful. And we plan to just make the crowd as happy and as teen as possible.
This year, members of the Kedzie Crazies know they have something special going on. The Crazies return to their home field tonight against Lincoln Way West. Make sure to be there for Neon Night and be a part of the craziness. For VTV, I'm Caroline Johnson.
Welcome back to VTV Game Day, sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza and Bly's Athletics. We just spoke with the student section leader, James Steiner, talking about his very own Kedzie Crazies of Homewood Flossmoor High School here. They're doing great things, big things. They've had great energy here this year, just out there. They've had baby powder, silly string. They've been boxing matches out there during halftime, speakers, music playing. It's been great energy. He talked about unifying all the classes, and our very own field reporter, Mae Van Etten, has more on that story.
Hi guys, I'm here with Matt Pietrowski, fellow Kedzie Crazy fan. Matt, tell me, we've been loving the baby powder. Tell me what it's about.
Well, the baby powder, it's just fun. We throw it up whenever we get a score, big score, and it just gets the crowd going and it gets us ramped up, and it helps the team out a lot.
Perfect. And then anything else that it's really fun that you like to do in the student section?
In the student section, I just love yelling really loud. Just having fun with my friends, getting pumped for the team to win, because we usually get big wins.
All right, thanks, Matt. Back to you guys.
All right, that was Matt Pietrowski, one of the very prominent members of the Kedzie Crazies. He's been out at every game talking about the baby powder there. Been crazy atmosphere. They've had baby powder, water, silly string, speakers, you name it out there, and it's been great energy. Wyatt, how have you been feeling about that?
It gets messy out there, Kenneth. You're talking about the silly string and the baby powder. It gets in everybody's hair, and they're all having fun. It's a fun time, great time, but they're always loud. Obviously, you mentioned the speaker. That's been a little bit of concern there with the speaker, but the Kedzie Crazies, they're always out there. They're always making noise. I don't think the football team would be able to be as motivated as they would without the Kedzie Crazies out there being loud.
Absolutely, and right alongside the Kedzie Crazies are our very own HF Cheerleaders. They've been out here performing, doing push-ups at every single touchdown. Lots of points scored this season, and they've been alongside our very own Homewood Flossmoor Vikings, performing for them, performing their hearts out, practicing on a daily basis. We've got a story on them right now.
How many push-ups do you do every day? Maybe 10 or maybe 25 before bed? Whatever the number is, it fails to compare to one group at HF who has made doing push-ups a game day tradition. The HF cheerleaders don't just cheer at football games. They do push-ups after every score the team makes. Whether it's a 3-point field goal or a 6-point touchdown, the cheerleaders are doing push-ups. And so far this season, they're doing a lot of push-ups.
Okay, Treeland, she's going down at a 90-degree angle. Chest is up, butt is down. Danny, head is up.
Take, for example, last week's game against Bolingbrook. The team scored 29 points, but don't start thinking they only did 29 push-ups. The squad matches the amount of points every time the team scores. So by the time the game was over, the cheerleaders had done 61 push-ups. Against Stagg, when the team scored 46 points, the cheerleaders did 190 push-ups that night. Coach Boyd believes these push-ups are making her team better.
They're getting stronger and stronger, and they're getting better and better when they do those push-ups. I try to tell them that if you do them right, if they apply the right technique, they're going to get better.
The cheerleaders like doing push-ups as well. They say that it motivates the football players and is a good way for them to help maintain their strength. They also practice their push-ups at practice so that they are up to par for the games.
Well, we practice our push-ups at practice so that when we get out here, we won't be overwhelmed. And one time it got all the way to like 70 points, but we always have to persevere.
It's just a school spirit thing, just to support our boys. Doing the push-up, yes, at times it can be very hard and difficult, but we always push through very to the end. No matter what the score is, the cheerleaders will continue to go.
According to Jazz, the squad sometimes gets teased for not showing perfect push-up form. The team admits they may not do them perfectly and commented on their technique.
I think they do probably about a 7. They could do a whole lot better. They're not the real push-ups.
My grade I would give our cheerleaders is a B. Sometimes the crowd, they get on us about how we're not going down low enough. So we're really working on that during practice, but overall I give us a good B+.
In the 3 games the cheerleaders have cheered this year, they have done a combined 353 push-ups, and we're only halfway through the season. Keep an eye on this squad throughout the year and see if you can hang with the push-up crew. For VTV, I'm Jalen White.
Welcome back to VTV Game Day, sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza and Bly's Athletics. I'm Kenneth Powell, joined here with the band director, Miss Sarah Whitlock, and her head drum major, Taylor Tomlin. Can you all speak to me very quickly about what it takes to be on the band and all the work you guys put in on a day-to-day basis to make the performances as grand as they are?
Well, it takes a lot of time management, it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of effort. You know, most of our students are also athletes, so they're at school before, 5:30, 6 a.m. practicing. They do their whole day. They come to band practice, they eat quick, and they do band, and then they go home and do homework, and they have a 2-hour practice before that. So just a lot of balance of their time and a lot of discipline.
Absolutely. Head drum major, you've been going through that for, 4 years now? And can you please speak to me on your process in getting to the level that you're at now?
Well, it definitely took a lot of patience for me, a lot of patience and dedication, and willingness to get rid of the instrument, to be up there conducting. So basically, being a drum major for me, it's great and it's a beautiful experience, but you also miss your instrument.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you go out there, you practice till 9 o'clock, twice a week, and you get out there, and it takes a lot of concentration. I know it's late nights. Like you said, you have people out there who are athletes as well, and I'm sure taking high-level classes, and they have lots of homework. So I know it could be stressful for them. How do you keep everything just in check during these long practice hours that you all have?
Well, we have a kind of hierarchy of student leadership. So we have some staff that are here, employees of HF, some that are band directors in the area that help us out. And then we have our drum majors, and then our field commanders, and then our section leaders. And section leaders take attendance, they pass out coordinate sheets, they teach things. So the students, I think it's probably about roughly 30 leaders help balance all of that.
Absolutely. So we get to see all that come here together on the field tonight. What can we expect to see during the halftime show today?
Well, tonight we're going to do a tribute shout out to Jackson 5. So ABC and I Want You Back with all of our junior high kids. So about 350 kids will be out on the field tonight tributing to Michael Jackson.
All right. Well, we'll be looking forward to it here. You're watching VTV Game Day Live. I'm joined once again with the band director, Sarah Whitlock, and Miss Taylor Tomlin. Thank you all so much. And we'll see you back here after these commercials.
Located on South Bennett in Chicago, the Mayfair Academy of Fine Arts is a school for the performing arts. Mayfair offers dance classes taught by professionals in ballet, tap, hip-hop, combination, and contemporary dances for boys and girls.
Want to learn to play the piano like a cool cat? Paws and Scales, a piano tutoring service run entirely by felines. With inspiring ability to jump so very high our competition can't touch us. Paws and Scales, we teach humans how to play like animals.
Discover your future at Prairie State College. You'll find great faculty, affordable tuition, and flexible scheduling. With a variety of degree and certificate options, it's easy to discover the career of your dreams. The best part? We're right down the street. Register today at prairiestate.edu.
At Proven IT, we dedicate ourselves to helping our customers succeed. That's why we're the official business systems provider of the Chicago Bears, transforming workplace productivity. Proven IT.
Hello and welcome back to VTV Game Day. I'm alongside head volleyball coach Anthony Cruz and volleyball player Leah Sidbury. And Coach, great to have you here on VTV Game Day.
Thanks for having us.
How's the season been going so far?
It's good. It's good. We had a really nice win last night against Bradley Bourbonnais. We beat them in 3. Had a rough start in the 3rd game and then came out and showed a lot of resilience and playing well right now. Got a big tournament this weekend. We got 5 matches on Saturday, so we're excited.
And I know it's a young team. How have they been looking and how have they been maturing as the season goes
Yeah,
forward?
it's been great. The girls have been awesome. We have 7 juniors and 2 sophomores and 1 senior, and we haven't missed a beat. I know we're a young team, but I don't really consider it a real young team. They played with a lot of maturity this year, and they're really growing.
And Leah, how have you seen the team really play and mature, like as a family, as a team?
Yeah, our team has really grown to work together very well. Most of us knew each other, but there were some new additions this year. But we've all came together really well.
That's great to hear. And Cruz, I know this is your first year back coaching from a retirement. So how's it been going? How's it feel being back?
It's good. It's good. I really enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, it's kind of gave me a sense of just getting back in it was a lot of fun. To be away from it for 4 years and come back has been awesome. So I really enjoying it.
Yeah, and obviously you guys have been winning some games. What has it taken? Have you guys had to come back from being down? What kind of determination does it take?
Yeah, we've had a little bit of everything. We've had some really nice wins where we've led from start to finish, but we've also had some games where we were down and had to come back. So the girls have had a little bit of everything. So it's been good for us.
And Leo, what are some of your goals along with the team's goals going forward in this season?
Yeah, our goals this season are really just to work hard every day in practice and, continue to work hard and win some games. We got it.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And continue watching VTV Game Day as we have the game coming up very soon.
Located in Chicago Heights, Supreme Clientele Barber and Beauty Salon creates a friendly, carefree environment to get a quality haircut. No matter what type of hair you have, with awards and 5-star reviews, Supreme Clientele is the place to get your hair cut, colored, and styled.
Everyone's a winner when they shop at Nissan at South Holland. Need a new car? $250 down and all types of income are accepted at 94 Nissan today. And buy a car from me, Duro, and part of the proceeds go back to HF High School. So just mention HF when you come in and see me. It's time to play ball at 94 Nissan.
CrossFit Chicago Heights provides workout sessions at a high intensity to develop all kinds of strength and agility. Workouts consist of small groups or individual lessons run by trained fitness professionals. Come sign up now at CrossFit Chicago Heights. A special thanks to our Viking Broadcasting Company's gold sponsors, Orthodontics Associates in Flossmoor, Forever Yogurt in Cherry Creek Shopping Center, Upsa Daisy Boutique in downtown Homewood, Fred Cheney Coaching Experience, Brian Peterson LJW Realty, and Team Mac.
Welcome back to VTV Game Day, sponsored by Aurelio's Pizza and Bly's Athletics. I'm Kenneth Powell, joined here by Wyatt Shipman and John Russell. Boys, there's a lot of games lined up here tonight in the Southwest Suburban Conference. And I want to take a look at a couple of those and get you all's thoughts on who's going to come out victor in those games. First game of the night we've got Thornton High School versus Carl Sandburg at Thornton. Who are you all thinking?
I'm going to go with Thornton in that game tonight.
Absolutely. I've got Thornton as well. They've been playing fast and hard recently.
I think Thornton's going to win this game as well.
All right, up next we've got the game here tonight, Lincoln Way West versus home of Flossmoor High School.
It's going to be a great game here at home with Flossmoor tonight. The Vikings hosting the 10th ranked team in the conference, Lincoln Way West Warriors. We've got a couple things here. The Warriors helmet, they're a very talented team. They could be giving the Vikings a run for their money, but I'm going to have to go with the boys in red and the dominant defense for the Vikings here tonight.
Absolutely. Great choice. Great choice. We've been talking about shutout defenses all night. And there's not a bigger one here in our conference than the Homewood Flossmoor High School Vikings. Doing big things here tonight on both sides of the ball. We're expecting the Vikes to be great here tonight. And just with that, the game is going to begin here at 7 o'clock. You stay tuned. This is going to conclude VTV Game Day. We're going to move in and let the Vikes do their thing here against the Lincoln Way West Warriors. We'll see you here tonight on Kedzie here at Homewood Flossmoor High School. Stay tuned.